We call forth the presence of Almin and our beautiful earth home. Bless us as we gather together with the light of hope in our hearts. We ask that we may have the strength to surrender, to let go with grace of the life we knew before, that no longer reflects the highest vision for earth. We speak now to earth directly, that we may strengthen our relationship with you, and that we may be open to the exquisite abundance and beauty you so readily share with us on a moment-by-moment basis. May we all be blessed and emboldened as we truly step into our godhood. We came here so that the earth and all her peoples may flourish and rejoice. May we pass the test. Amen. Good morning, everybody. And Happy New Year. And you're very welcome. We have so many people here today. I wasn't sure whether we'd have many people. But thank you so much for coming. So, as usual, we're going to start with a morning prayer. But first of all, I just want to say thank you so much for being here. And I know that for some of you it's very early in the morning, and for some of you it's actually very late at night. I think Selma is here, and it's about, as far as I know, are you 5 hours behind, Selma?
It's midnight here, so I guess that's 6 hours.
Oh,
6 hours.
Anyway,
yeah.
We really appreciate you being here. You're amazing.
Well, thank you for hosting. I'm happy to. I have a cold, so
oh, you poor thing.
Just first cold I've had since before COVID started, but we feel as if it's not just me. Christina has one, Sonia Jean, a woman named Lisa, at least 4 of us who went to Palenque. And then another woman had really bad stomach flu and was throwing up all day yesterday and all night. So I'm glad I don't have that.
Wow.
So it's just a cold. I feel as if our systems needed to detox or clear stuff or whatever.
But by the way, I'm also having cold, but I have almost recovered. Hi, Selma.
Hi.
I'll answer your mail.
Hi, Todor.
Good for you, Todor.
Lots of vitamin C and zinc and all that.
Yeah. Oh, there's Giovanni, who I haven't met yet, but I know he lives in Mexico, but couldn't come to Palenque with us. So.
Wow. Hi, Giovanni. You're so welcome. Okay, everyone. So before we do our light explosions, we're just going to have a little look at the indigo light explosion color. I actually love this color. It's one of my favorite colors. And the question comes in, what differentiates a lower reality from a higher one? And the seer answers, the number of layers of illusions embodied by matter. The layers of illusions in lower levels of reality, are contained by layers of geometry that has angles and joints. At higher realities, the geometry becomes fluid geometry. This dynamic geometry releases the illusions trapped by angular geometry. There is an additional field called the field of hope. It's the indigo field of Sersatu. This additional field of existence is also visible in the construction or shape of the building blocks of higher matter, the higher awareness particles. It is time for us to activate the 13th color of indigo blue as a new addition to our light explosion protocol. It is called the Heart of Hope. This color is added after the pastel peach and before the white light. The archetype name is Birusat, and this is the archetype sigil. The archetype perspective is restoration of innocence through fluidity. Name of the field, Sersitu, color indigo blue. The color function protects against hostile waveforms and pulses that interrupt heart function and other electro-bodily functions. Illusions separated the 12 fields, electromagnetic, color tone, the purified magic of innocence, meridian, haraknit, and the meridian oil is the oil of innocence. And then she just says about the haraknit, spaceless space of no mind, a place of no opposites. The haraknit is the bridge between inner and outer space. It is also the place or state of being where the masculine and feminine meet and can communicate without hostility, as it allows opposites to inspire one another rather than oppose one another. It facilitates the cooperation of inner and outer senses, so we can experience our individual expression more deeply. And then there's an extra note from Almeen. These hostile waveforms are something we have never encountered before, as they are both electrical and magnetic at the same time. We have previously also only studied material that is either electrical or magnetic, not electrical and magnetic at the same time. Okay. So from here, we're going into our light explosions. And we begin with the words, I dwell in an impenetrable sanctuary of holiness by proxy for all creatures on earth. And we just envisage ourselves. If you could just make sure that you have all of your audios on mute for now. Okay, so we'll just go through that again. We're going to begin the light explosions now. So I dwell in an impenetrable sanctuary of holiness by proxy for all creatures on earth. And we imagine ourselves expanding out now as we hold hands together and we embrace all the loved ones in our lives, in our communities, in our countries and continents, all around the world, as we form this field. Embracing the earth. Okay, so red, magenta, amethyst, golden yellow, turquoise, emerald green, sky blue, violet, amber, apple green, aquamarine, peach, indigo, which is the heart of hope, and finally, white light. I am, and we all are, and our beloved earth is completely impervious to all hostile and invasive intent. So I am going to hand you over to Jane for the yoga. Now, just so you know, we're obviously doing this yoga, this level of yoga yet again, and we just feel that it's really, really important at this time, which is why we're repeating it. I know there may be one or two of you here who are new. If you are new to the work, you can contact me either on Telegram, or you can contact Jane if you know Jane, or on Facebook and private messenger, and we can send you links to earlier videos with the first level of Arasatma to help you with that. But obviously, if you get the book from Almin's store, that will guide you through it as well. So I just wanted to say that it's good to go through the levels.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome. So we're doing the Nevisatma breaths from Arasatma again today. And just before we start, I'm just going to focus on oxygen a little bit. Joanne, have you got the...
Yeah,
the power sigil?
I hope so.
Okay, so we've had, received a recent gift from a member. Oh, it was Tina actually. The power sigil to restore the oxygen of the earth. And seems like now, let me just wait until Joanne has it up there. So, Tina had asked Almin, why am I feeling such dread and fear when I wake up in the morning? And Almin said, the short answer is, when I look at the oxygen molecules, they're being torn apart. This makes the earth afraid, and the gods and goddesses are processing the earth's fear for her. So it's not your own. Now, so we have the power sigil to restore the oxygen of the earth. Eles clar mines, call forth the angel gods. Vires pelistar, repair the atmosphere. So I'm going to call the 6 angel gods to perform this function now. Brich parus, nesklava, ruru savabit, belsh parut, nanusat, and itrech vavit. So let the oxygen of the earth there be restored. We just focus for a moment on this power sigil, and that through the power of the angel gods that we embody this power sigil and its function and gift that it gives us and the earth. So we are proxies for the earth and for all life. Now, Almin has recommended that before Arasatma, we say the oxygen mantra. So we must speak our intention. May my body fully utilize the oxygen available to it, increasing the oxygen level in my bloodstream, and by proxy, increasing the oxygen in the waters of the earth. I'll just say that again now. May my body fully utilize the oxygen available to it, increasing the oxygen level in my bloodstream, and by proxy, the oxygen level in the waters of the earth. So we'll just do some deep breathing now for a moment, just to incorporate that before we start, okay? We call on Almin to be present. That we may truly experience and be the breath of the divine we may come to know the power of the One. Let our focus be not on illusion, but on the eternal newness of our being. Let us hold the vision of our indestructible and timeless existence for ourselves and as proxies for all life, for the earth and all beings. So now we're going to begin the 12 breaths of proxy, so the Arasatma breaths. Okay, so our first breath is Shezu Anan, the breath to cleanse the valves of the body. So we're going to be seated now for the first 6 breaths, okay? Soles of the feet together and hands on your, oh no, yeah, I'm going to take off my glasses now. This time, so it's index fingers and thumbs here, the bridge of the nose and the temples. Okay, I'll just do one little demo. So deep breath in. Okay. Right, so we're just going to carry on now. Shezu Anan, the breath to cleanse the valves of the body. So 12 in and out breaths, maintaining the pressure on the temples and the bridge of the nose. Breath 2. So continue sitting with the soles of your feet together, and this time you have your hands on your thighs. Our breath is Baranang Surat, the breath to cleanse the lymph terminals. Okay, so I'll just do a little demo for you. So hands on your thighs. So this is where we're tapping on the chest, okay? So breathe in, and then tapping, head back, and hold your breath for as long as possible. And then when you're done, just forceful breath out and drop your head to your chest, okay? And hands back down. Let's just do one more little demo. So breathe in, head back, holding for as long as you can, and then, okay. Paranang Surat, the breath to cleanse the lymph terminal. Now, 12 times. Now, breath 3, Bishete Nanusang, the breath to cleanse the muscles between the ribs. So this time our legs are crossed. And again, we start with our hands on our thighs. It's a long, smooth breath in, raising your arms into a V and looking up and lifting your eyes up. Hold for 5, the count of 5. And then long, slow breath out. Wait, breathing out completely. Wait for 5, count of 5, and then back into the in-breath, okay? So you need to have your, shoulders back and feel some stretch in your chest, okay? In order to get a good stretch there for the muscles between the ribs. Okay, we just do it one more time. So it's long, slow breath in, going up into the V, and then holding for 5. Long, slow breath out, completely exhaling. Hold for 5 before you breathe in again. Okay, so let's go. This is Bishete Nanusang, the breath to cleanse the muscles between the ribs. Sure, enough space here. So breath 4, Barushang Shaning. So continue sitting with your legs crossed and your hands on your thighs. So this time we're focusing on the sternum and the rib cage. When you breathe in, just feel your rib cage and visualize your rib cage being pulled forward directly as if a thread were attached to it. And then as you breathe out in short staccato breaths, the rib cage moves back and your head goes to your chest. Okay. So breathing in, imagine your rib cage being pulled forwards, and then breathing out. Breathing in, the rib cage going forwards, and then okay, so the in breath is smooth, the out breath is staccato. Okay. Barushang Shaning, the breath to cleanse the membranes of the lungs. Okay, so now we are moving on to breath 5, and breath 5 and 6 are the watermill breaths. So they're exactly the same. They're just that the water wheel is turning in the opposite direction. So this time you have your feet together, soles of the feet together, and your hands are grasping your knees. Okay. And the breath is a circular breath, again, focusing on the rib cage. So the first, our breath 5, Vive Sak Uru 2, the breath to cleanse the diaphragm. So during the breath, on the in-breath, the rib cage moves back and up, and then on the out-breath, forward and down. Back and up on the in, forward and down on the out-breath. Okay, Vive Sak Uru 2. So everything else stays as still as you can manage. Okay, isolating the rib cage. Vive Sak Uru 2, the breath to cleanse the diaphragm. Okay. So in, back, and up. Breath 6. So we have the same posture exactly, but this time when we breathe in, the rib cage moves forward and up. And when we breathe out, the rib cage is going back and down. Okay. And this breath is called Shihet Anunasang. And it is the breath to cleanse the band of internal organs below the rib cage. Okay, so let's try this now. So this time forward and up on the in. That is Shihet Anunasang, to cleanse the band of organs below the rib cage. So now we're moving on to the second half. So we have 6 more breaths, and this time they are all done lying down. So you can get into the supine position now. So our first breath is Eknet Nut Jinavane, and this one is to cleanse the GI tract, the gastrointestinal tract. So the breath and the movement is focused in the belly or the abdomen. And it starts in the lower abdomen, just say above the pubic bone. So as you breathe in, you make an arc. So you make your abdomen hollow as far as the diaphragm. And then on the out breath, you extend your stomach, okay, all the way back down again to the starting point. So in is hollow, and on the out breath, you extend your belly. Okay. If you need to, for your, comfort, or if you have some difficulty with your lower back, even though it doesn't say it here, put a cushion under your knees, and that will make it easier for you, okay? So, or just bend your knees a little bit as an alternative. So remain lying down now, and this time you can bend your knees. Okay, we're on breath 8, Pruhasanung, the breath that clears the navel, source of neediness. So this time you're breathing into the lungs, so expanding the lungs on the in-breath, a nice long breath in, deep breath in, and then the out breath is short, and it is just a burst of breath, like popping through the abdomen, through the navel, actually. Okay, so you're focusing the out breath on the navel, right? So long, deep breath into the lungs, and then a short, intense pop out through the navel. So this is to clear the navel. Breath 9, Peshanang Jihani, the breath to clear the reproductive system. So remain lying down with your knees bent. This time you're lifting your hips completely off the floor, and they stay off the floor for the duration. This is the breath where we make a horizontal figure 8. For the first 6 breaths on the in-breath, the left hip is going down as you breathe in and then coming back up to the center point. As you breathe out, the right hip goes down and then back up to the center point. Okay, so on the 6th breath, as you breathe in, down on the left, you come to the center point, and there you exhale. Then on the 7th breath, you start with the right hip going down and coming up on the in-breath, and then the left on the out, okay? So horizontal figure 8 and reversing the pattern after the first 6 breaths, okay? So raising your hips off the floor. Okay. Breath 10, Hina Ne Atyang, the clearing of the root chakra and the buttocks muscles. So remain lying down with your knees bent. So on the slow, deep in breath, you're going to raise your hips slightly and tighten the buttocks. Hold that tightening for 5 seconds or a count of 5, and then you have a rapid, forceful out breath where you drop your hips and to the floor and completely relax the hips and buttocks. Okay, deep breath in, raise the hips, tighten the buttocks, hold for 5, forceful, rapid out breath, relaxing the hips to the floor and relaxing completely. Hold for 5. Relax completely. Breath 11, Azevanastan, the breath to clear the hip joints and the thighs. So this is the butterfly breath. So you're lying down, your knees bent. This time you have the soles of your feet together, okay? And you're going to raise your hips, and the hips will stay raised for the duration of the sequence, okay? Now, as you breathe in, okay, I'm just going to do it. Okay. So feet together, hips raised. Now, as you breathe in, your knees open out like the wings of a butterfly. And as you breathe out, you bring your knees together. Okay. So 12 of those. And finally, for the last breath, breath 12, Chabaruk Mishangve. This is the breath to release heavy metals from the bloodstream. So this time you're lying flat on your back with your arms and legs just, straight and relaxed, facing the ceiling, and you keep your eyes closed for the duration of the breath. This time you're going to breathe in deeply and hold the breath for as long as possible while shaking your body from head to toe without changing your position as such. Okay, so this is the shaking breath to release heavy metals from the bloodstream. So you can shake different muscle groups as you go along. So while you're holding your breath, okay? And then you breathe out in a long sigh and completely relax your body before the next in-breath. So, yeah, and the shaking movements should be just small enough. Make sure you don't overdo it or injure yourself. Okay, I'm just going to go off camera for this one. It's, I don't know what I look like when I'm doing, well, I don't know what I look like when I'm doing anything, really. So anyway, for some reason, I feel I need to be alone for this. Okay, let's be alone and let's shake. So just as you complete the 12 breaths, the 12th breath and the 12 breaths, let's just take a moment to relax. I feel sort of, well, I'm just inspired to, I'm sure everybody here has seen the power sigil for an abundant supply of potable water. So, because obviously this is also associated with water. So I'm just going to, I don't know if you have that handy, Joanne. It's actually on the end of the one
is
you
it the
showed
same?
earlier.
Is it on the same thing? Is it?
Yeah, there's a link on that page.
Oh, is there? Okay, hang on.
Yeah, if that's handy for you. Otherwise, I'm just going to call the
I've got
angels.
it actually. Yeah,
You
I've
have
got
it.
it. Yeah, give
let's
me a
show that
second.
for a moment.
Sure. Hang on.
Because I just saw such a beautiful scene of water,
Wow.
of like really pure water, in a particular kind of beautiful, actually a kind of a darker blue, like it's like, evening or actually dawn, and with a kind of peachy, like little clouds reflected in it. So it just making me, I just thought we would just acknowledge, water here. So this power sigil was also a free gift from a Light family member. And the words mean Sesparech minusat blavetvi, from clean emotions, clean water flows. From clean emotions, clean water flows. And I call on the angel God, Mene Sech Blavi, to activate and support the function of the sigil, for water on earth, that we may have an abundant supply of potable water, and that our emotions be clean and pure, so that that water may flow to everywhere that it is needed.
Which is pretty much everywhere.
Which is pretty much everywhere, every cell.
Yeah.
Well, once it goes to the single cell that needs it, it is everywhere. Okay, I hope everyone, enjoyed that. I have to say, I did enjoy it.
Nice.
I'm feeling, happy.
It's actually lovely. I have to say, I admit that I feel reluctant to do them when I'm doing it, and then when I actually do it, I love Arasatma. Once I get into it, you just feel so much better after you. Well, I feel anyway. After you do it, Yeah. So thank you so much, Jane. It was lovely. Well done.
Thank you, everyone.
Yeah, thank you, everyone.
Doing it together,
I know, it's amazing.
Thank you, beautiful
people. Thank you, Jane.
Okay.
Can I just say?
Sure. Sorry, Vanessa.
Hi, everyone. When I was just doing the breath to, when you hold your breath, and I actually feel my body is so much lighter. Even my speaking, it's kind of like, it feels silky smooth. And when I was
smooth,
yeah, the last breath when you're holding the body, where you're kind of, and I couldn't help but laugh when you're saying, I'm like, I must look like someone having some kind of flipping, I don't know what, on the ground. But like when you said turn off the camera, I was trying to keep in the laughing, but like and then when what I felt was say for me, as I was doing the out breath, the more I did the out breath, you hold the breath as long as you can and then you release it. It was actually coming out and I was starting to burst out laughing. I couldn't help it. It was like a release.
Oh.
Anyway, just wanted to share that was kind of
nice to do with laughter.
Absolutely. Yes. This is, exactly.
One of two ways, laughter or tears.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So someone, Diana is asking, will we be able to have a bathroom break, Joanne?
We will have a very, very short bathroom break because we're actually running a little bit behind time.
Yeah, I actually thought I was doing it quickly.
Yeah,
but,
I know.
I guess not.
I felt that it was quick, and then I looked at the time and I thought, cheekers. Anyway, it doesn't matter. So
it takes as long as it takes.
Exactly, and that's just the way it is. So we're going to take 5 minutes to have to boil the kettle, boil water in the kettle, and we'll be back. And Vanessa will be leading the Fabric of Existence ceremony.
Yay!
So yay!
Can't wait for that.
I know, I love it.
Actually, yeah. All right.
Okay, everyone.
Okay, everyone. Thank you so much.
See you in a few.
See you very soon.
5 minutes. 3 minutes. Say 3
what?
minutes and we'll be back in 5.
Okay.
We say 5 minutes,
God.
we'll be back in 10.
10 seconds.
Okay, everyone, here we go. So I'm going to hand you over to Vanessa now. She's ready. Hi, Vanessa.
Hi, Joanne. How are you? I'm trying to get. I can't. I'm looking. I can't. Oh, okay. Hi, everyone. I'm still waking up this morning. I've had a couple of sleepy days. Okay, everybody. We're going to start with a very light, a lovely meditation to help bring us into our heart centers and just to allow us to do this and receive this sacred healing as a proxy for our beloved planet Earth. So I hope you have your blankets, and let's just begin with the meditation. I call in the presence of Almeen. I ask that all that I say and do be blended with the will of the Infinite Mother, that it bless our lives and all life and our beloved planet Earth, as we do this as a proxy for all of life. Ita Gwynni. May it begin with us as we open the heart centers within our being. Breathe now. Breathe, beloved ones, into your inner space and out into your outer space. And as we do this, let us see our heart center begin to open. Breathe in and out. As we are and become a purified vessel as a proxy for our beloved planet Earth to assist her at this time, to let her know she is not alone. We stand by her side eternally, forever. We are beginningless and endless. It is time. We will gather as one unified field in this sacred merging. Let all life be blessed on the beloved Earth as we move into this unified field of existence. See the Earth in your heart center. Feel her align with our intent and us with hers. Beloved is she, to the infinite and to us, infinite within us. We are one, living, sentient, eternal, forever renewed, magnificent in all its glory. We will begin now. Just lay there and allow yourself to be receptive now. Feel ourselves align with the Infinite Mother and our beloved Earth. Let all present be blessed in the most unfathomable ways, forever, in the arms of the Infinite, in surrendered trust. There can be no mistake. That we are exactly where we are meant to be. This fluid, unfolding moment, this sacred gathering of the original ones of this planet. Feel the Earth's excitement. She is aware that we are doing this right now. I felt her excitement through our intent. In full knowingness that you are fully supported by the Infinite and our beloved. Let us hold her hand as we assist her at this time. Mishti na ku, and all will be blessed. All will be blessed by each of your presence, those who have done this ceremony this day. Amen.
Thank you, Vanessa. It was beautiful.
We're now going to start the sacred ceremony for the Earth. So I hope you have, I'm going to read out what the power sigil stack you need, and I hope you have it. So I'll start from the bottom up, okay, because we start. So the first one you place at the bottom of your feet, and if anyone doesn't have it, please let me know. It's for the healing of the fabric of existence. Removing programs from the cells of the body, that goes on the bottom. The second one that goes on top of that is divine guidance for the earth's journey into the night. The third one that goes on top of that is averted global cataclysm. And then the fourth one that goes on top of that is healing disrupted destiny. So they go on, they're placed at the base of your feet. So
I'll show them here, Vanessa, as well. Hang on.
oh yeah, brilliant. So people know what they look like.
Can you read them out again? Which is which? You start with.
So with the one that goes at the bottom of the stack, it's a stack that we're placing at the bottom of our feet, is removing programs from the cells of the body. That's the one at the very bottom. And then the second one is divine guidance for the earth's journey into the night. That goes on top of that one. And then the third one, averted global cataclysm. That goes on top of the other one. And then the very top one is healing disrupted destiny, which is the green one. And I'd also like to mention, we'll be doing the Balvas Patah with this. So if you guys, I don't know if you have the Earth Angel Sigil, Joanne, for the oil, if people don't have the oil, they can actually, sign the Earth Sigil over their navel, in the air, and intend that it goes over the navel. And that assists you. Well, I'm going to be doing it, so I'll do it for all of us. But for in future reference, if you're doing it yourself, it will help you, basically call in the angels, be more powerful when you're doing this holy and sacred healing for the earth. Okay, so I am going to start with the Balvas Patah first, and then we're going to merge these beautiful angel god sigils with the Balvas Patah. We're going to start with the earth ceremony first, the earth healing Balvas Patah. And everyone can do this holy and sacred ceremony. So I'm just going to wait for the beautiful Balvas Patah music to come on, and I hope you're all ready.
Thank you for that, Vanessa.
No, it's okay. I'm just, and then we can begin.
No, wrong one. Sorry, guys. Where is it? There it is.
Okay, so we've stated our intent through the meditation. We ask that all that we do be aligned with the Infinite Mother, that it bless our beloved planet Earth, all of its creatures, that it ripple out throughout all of existence. So, I just realized I have to get my opening sigils. Excuse me.
It's okay.
I think you don't really have to have the opening sigils, opening and closing sigils.
I kind of thought that myself.
Yeah, but I'm sure you can use them.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, that's correct.
Okay, that's great. So we can just begin then.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just had a thought. I was like, oh God, if I do it without the sigils, then it's just still not to.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm now going to sign the first beautiful I have my beautiful globe of the earth here, just, by proxy, and just helps, I feel, focus my intent and stuff like that. Okay, so now signing our beloved, beautiful angel god sigils. Strahut menek tu aresta. Oh, excuse me, sorry, did I sign the sigil? No, I'm starting again. Apologies.
That's okay.
I'm signing this sigil for all, this beautiful earth angel sigil to assist us in calling in the earth angels. It's the earth angel oil. I ask that it be placed within all present. Strahut menek tu aresta. Through han emi va esta unesvi. I call forth the earth angel god, and you can run your finger over the actual earth angel god. Erek vavi, to place your sigil within the earth, guardian of the flora and fauna of the earth. We do this as proxies for our beloved planet. Plekva plahet su havi. Nenesklu sivater lesh harus. I call forth the earth angel god, Del Varestu, to place your sigils within our beloved earth for keeper of the seasons and weather. Celarus Frana, Skettel Va, no, is that a U? Skettel Vu, Bre Hunash. Skettel Vu. Celarus Frana, Skettel Vu, Bre Hunash. Revenek, Salsatut Glubarus. I call forth the earth angel god through Hamis to place your sigils within the earth for regulator of global temperatures. Revenek, Ek Pelesvi Hustrava. Irinik, El Subranus, El Savi. I call forth the earth angel god, Sehaternu. I instruct you to place your sigil within the earth for protector of the health and species. Lekla Vrabi, Musalva, Usatar. Urukla, Etra Hunek, Suharet. I call forth the earth angel god, Blue Haverna, to place your sigil within the beloved planet, Earth, the angel god of death and transitions, to assist her at this time. Suravit Etreva, Suklet Vavi. Para Unet Setravi. I call forth the earth angel god. Re is Babe, to place your sigils within the earth for guardian of marine life and water quality. Atrahur Susav Anet, Hel Esh Nor. Tribavis, Horesclavi, Savi. I call forth the earth angel god. Kusnamis, and I instruct you to place your sigil within our beloved planet for keeper of quality of the soil. Salasat, Essa Vir Eshvi, Rubitet. Rek Manor, Etrek Vi, Ker Esh Vistaver. I call forth the earth angel god, Sublivanish, to place your sigils within our beloved planet for protector of the earth's atmosphere and ozone layer. Urtut, Sahel Babaleshvi. Vatarnush, Esples Paternu. I call forth the earth angel god, Esklet Harus, to place your sigils within our beloved planet, a guardian of the genetic purity of the human race. Eresta. I'll say that again. Ek Resta. Ba Hel Avish. Su Sanat. Lavarit. Eranusvavi. Setreva. I call forth the earth angel god, and I instruct you to place your sigil within our beloved planet with the healing sigils to maintain the stability of the planetary axis. And while you're laying in your receptive state, I'm going to call forth powerful angel gods for the healing of for the healing of the fabric of existence. First sigil, we're going to visualize going from our feet. This is the power sigil at the stack of your feet. So we're going to visualize it going from the feet all the way up to the belly button, the crossover point. And as we get to that point, we're going to merge it with the beautiful Alvaspital sigils that we have just done with the earth, for the earth. So I'm going to start, okay? Haruvesta Hiru Verextatvi. Fluid destiny is written by the heart's desires of today and the deeds of yesterday. I call forth the angel god, Aruveresvas Var Urat, and I instruct you to assist us embody the sacred sigil of power as we visualize it now going from our feet all the way up through our legs, all the way up to our hips, up to our belly button. We feel it merging with our beautiful Balvaspata earth angel sigils, creating a sacred alchemy then out, all the way up, out through the chest, up through the chest, and all the way out, up through the top of the head, out through the Lahun chakra. Next one, it's orange, and it's for averted global cataclysm. Nusta parusva, pelek stavavi, nenekva, avatrakvu, ameliorated resolutions, averted global cataclysm. I call forth the angel god, Peva Hora Vireshva, and I instruct you to place your sigil within our being and to help us embody this sacred sigil of power. As it goes, travels up from our feet, all the way, up through the legs, up through past the hips, through the belly button, leave it mingle there for a little bit with our beautiful earth angel god sigils. And as they merge into a sacred alchemy, and then all the way out, up through the body, and then out through the top of the head, through the Lahun chakra. Next sigil of power is the sigil for divine guidance for the earth's journey into the night. Ama, Anu, Vesta Pereksta. I'm under the stewardship of the Heavenly Mother. I call forth the Earth Angel God, Prekva Aranus, and I instruct you to place your sigil within our being, that we may embody these holy and sacred sigils as we walk the beloved planet Earth, that it bless us and her life and all life. Now, visualize the sigil, the red one, going the whole way up from the base of the feet, all the way up through the body, till you get to the belly button. Leave it mingle with the other beautiful Earth Angel God sigils. And then breathe it up all the way out through the Lahun chakra. And feel free to breathe. If anything feels stuck, don't forget to use the breath, like breathing it out as it's being pushed up through your body. It's going to clear any blockages. My feeling, that's my feeling. Now the next beautiful sigil of power is going to be sigil of power to remove programs from the cells of the body. Usta Beravi Serek, replacing programs with programs of love. I call forth the angel god, Seravispata, and I instruct you to place your sigil within our being, starting from the base of the feet. As we breathe in and out, that it pass through our bodies with ease and grace, clearing and replacing programs with programs of love. As it gets up to your belly button area, leave it mingle with the beautiful Earth Angel gods. And then as it goes from the belly button area out, all the way up through the rest of the torso, and then all the way out and up and out through the top of your head, out through the Lahun chakra, knowing that we are forever changed, blessing, and the earth also forever changed, blessing all of life. so grateful to have been able to be part of this ceremony and to have been able to play my role in this part of it. So a deep gratitude to Almeen and everyone present, and Almeen's and the angel gods, earth angel gods, for these holy and sacred tools. I'm so incredibly grateful.
It was wonderful, Vanessa. I loved the part where you said to slow down at the belly and just let it mingle with the earth angel gods. So that's cool.
Yeah, thank you, Selma.
Beautiful, well done. Yeah, it's very relaxing, isn't it?
It is. It's
So,
very.
May I just add a couple of technical details?
Sure.
So in the page of instructions for the Earth Healing Bhava, it says that the first 10 are the proactive qualities and the next 10 are the receptive. Because when I first looked at the pages, like without this, I'm thinking, what does the plus and the minus mean? So that was the clarification, the proactive and the receptive. And then I noticed that when Rohir led us in Palenque on doing the Fabric of Existence ceremony, he was saying, the wheels move out through the crown chakra. So I asked him about that because I thought, well, the Lahun chakra is higher than that. And I think he said something like, well, Almeen had said the crown chakra, but really you can't go all the way up without going through the Lahun chakra as well. So yeah. I feel it's both. And then the other thing he said, which I hadn't really thought about before, he said, ideally, because I think at some point I may have just been envisioning that the wheels were moving like within my body, but he said ideally they should be so big that they surround our whole body so that it touches all parts. So it's like expanded wheels, so our bodies are contained within what we envision as the field of the wheels.
Okay, that's great. Thank you for clarity on that.
Thank you, Selma, for that.
Thank you, Selma.
Most welcome.
I think I've done it both ways.
Walking
I think me too. I did both ways. It naturally happened.
Well, I wouldn't have known if someone else didn't do it. Yeah.
Yeah, because normally with wheels, I envision myself to be like this. They're bigger than anything.
Right.
And you're just tiny being inside them, and they're just.
Exactly, Vanessa. Thank you.
I think that's the ideal. Yeah.
Thank you for that.
Okay, that's great.
Okay, so we're just going to thank you so much, Vanessa.
Thank you, Vanessa.
To just stay in receptive mode for another minute, and then rather than taking a break at this point, I'm just going to put up the angel god sigils for the next Ascension angel gods, and we'll go through those, and then after that we'll take a short break, and then we'll open everything up to a little discussion. So just relax and stay in that beautiful space that was Vanessa created for us, and in just a minute we'll invoke the Ascension angel gods. Recognizing the divine. Klu Arnu Vir Sperva. Recognizing the divine is seeing the beauty within all things, the value and contribution all life has in terms of its impact on the whole. The flower is no less than the redwood tree. The homeless man is no less divine, than the holy man. To recognize the divine is to live in a constant state of love, praise, and gratitude for all that is. It is to behold in awe the miracle that is life, from the morning dew to the glory of a city skyline. Recognizing the divine is an attitude that includes honoring the divine within oneself and our body. We call forth the angel God, Clu Arnu Vir Sperva, for the embodiment of the attitude of recognizing the divine. Or vraher vuset krenag berspa her ek klit vasut. Enjoying all the pleasures in life is in a spontaneous fashion. You open your eyes in a moment to see the beauty of nature. Your heart becomes the camera that captures these pristine moments. You see life without an agenda. We call forth the angel God, U vraher vuset krenag berspa her ek klit vasut, for the embodiment and the living of the attitude of innocent enjoyment. Angel God, Spu ple arnavak skul es ver nut. Self-trust knows that we are guided to make the right decision as long as we live our heart's truth, purely and without agenda. We then know there are really no failures, only growth. We call forth the angel God, Spu ple arnavak skul es ver nut. For the embodiment and for the living of self-trust. Living in the moment of innocence. Balig nar sut her vre uvrastet. The moment of innocence is that precious place of the child, wide-eyed, open and free, deeply desirous to explore the essence of life in all its wonder. Knowing nothing, embracing everything as if it were the first time to discover it. This is life in the moment, pure, untainted by past comparisons, assumptions, or future expectations. Simply free, unfolding in magnificence before you. We call forth the angel God, Balig Narsut Hevre uvrastet. To embrace and embody, living in the moment of innocence. Abundant living. Angel God Elinar Nug Her Vrish Rava. Abundant living occurs when living from the core of our being, accepting all as perfection and in divine order, knowing whatever happens is for the benefit of ourself and the whole. I'm going to read this again. Abundant living occurs when living from the core of our being, accepting all as perfection and in divine order, knowing whatever happens is for the benefit of ourself and the whole. The one who lives in the flow of abundance from their core lives a life of wonder. We call upon the Ascension Angel God, Elinar Nug Her Vrish Prava, for embracing abundant living. Complete surrender. Arsnech vish plet vraur vristat vibel esh pret vernat. It is the core and basis of all emotions. It is trusting in the divine perfection of our highest individuation, which is one with all that is, the infinite. It is total surrender to every moment of our existence, trusting that our lives are guided in every way by our largest identity that spans all existence, a being as vast as all that is, having a human experience. As we surrender, our love expands and we become more inclusive in our actions. Complete surrender allows us to grow rapidly and exponentially. We call upon the angel God, Arsnech Vishplet Vraur Vristat Vibel Eshpret Vernat, for the attitude and the embracing of complete surrender.